I've never been out of the country, and I thought, what a better way to do it than studying abroad.
I highly recommend the Study Abroad program in Peru through the Department of Politics and Government.
The name of the program was the Maria Elena Moyano Human Rights Program in Peru.
It was a month in Peru, and it was something not related to my Spanish major, but politics, but I could still use both, so that was cool.
We stayed about 2/3 of the trip in Lima, which is the capital of Peru, and then we went to Cusco for the rest of the trip.
We went to Peru to study human rights and development in Peru, and it wasn't like the typical classroom experience. We actually went out and spoke to Peruvians, to Congress people, to the head of UNICEF in Peru. We actually got to meet people there. It wasn't just let's go to Peru and sit in a classroom and learn about Peru. We actually went out and met the people of Peru.
When I first got into it, I wasn't really sure, but I was happy I made this decision to go to Peru because a lot of the places in Peru have not even been discovered yet, and that's what made it so interesting to me. And once I got there finally, I realized that this was, this is exactly what I was looking for the entire. This is the thrill, this is the adventure that I wanted.
I'm a social work major, so I kind of went on this trip to get myself outside of my comfort zone here a little bit and maybe get to learn a little bit more about myself by being in a totally different foreign country and on another continent where I didn't speak the language or anything. So I think I gained a lot of experience just dealing with people and interacting with people because I couldn't speak the language. So you have to get around somehow, some other way. So
there were so many times where you're like, things you didn't expect were going to happen in the trip, and you just kind of got to react. And I mean, all of us as a team, we're all in it together. We helped each other, and for me, it's just kind of being open to anything, any new opportunities, any changes that happen on a daily basis. So
I really enjoyed the food there. The food there was fantastic. It's probably the best I've ate in my entire life. It was pretty different. They ate a lot healthier. I actually lost about 15 pounds in that month. A lot less sugars, a lot less junk food.
It's a fun trip. If you really want to learn about what's on the other side of the world, South America, this trip will give you those experiences.
I encourage you to discover Peru, their people, their food, and their magnificent scenes. Definitely will be a life-changing experience.
I am super happy I made the decision to go on this trip, and I think you should too.
Peru was just an amazing experience.
I kind of knew I was gonna love it, but I didn't know until I was there. And surprise, surprise, I loved it, and I want to do it again. I want to go.
my study abroad experience was amazing. I'd say it was a 10 out of 10 if you put it on a scale of 10. I had a great time, and I would recommend it to anybody who's interested or who's even thinking about doing something like that.